Okay, once again I welcome you everybody in today's lesson. My name is Teacher Didas, and I welcome you in this segment of another lesson. This is the continuation of our last lesson, class P1, subject mathematics, and the teacher is Teacher Didas Tumwesigye. This is lesson number 2, and in lesson number 2 of what we are going to have a look at, in lesson number 2 of what we are going to look at, we are going to have a look at what you call addition of fraction. In the last lesson, we looked at forming fractions. We formed fractions like a quarter, a half, a third, a 2/3, and others. Now, in today's lesson, we are looking at addition of fractions. Those are my contacts in case you want to reach me and ask me anything in regard to the lesson that you have watched. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you are watching this lesson from. Let's go direct and we look at what we are supposed to look at today. So earlier I've told you that we are going to look at addition of fractions. Before we begin on addition of fractions, I want us to first tell you that a fraction has got two parts, one which is on top and another one which is down. The one that is on top is called a numerator, and the one that is down is called a denominator. That's for the interest of time. Okay, let's go to our example number 1. Our example number 1 is there, and I have 2 out of 5 plus 1 out of 5. I have the 2/5 plus a 5. Okay, so when we are adding fractions like these two, I'm adding them together, there is something we have to put in our mind. Okay, the numbers which are down are the same, or we call them the denominators. So the denominators are the same, but the numerators are different. I have 2 as a numerator, I have 1 as a numerator, but 5 and 5 are the denominators that I have. So when we are adding fractions, we shall first put our line here, and this line is separating the ones on top from the ones down. It is separating the numerators from the denominators. Remember, we said the one on top is called the numerator, and the one which is down here is what you call a denominator. So when we are adding fractions, we first add the numerators together. What are numerators? You have 2 and 1. So here it is 2 plus 1. What denominators do I have? I have the denominators 5 and 5. I will neglect 1 5 and maintain only one denominator since they are the same. So let's draw our counters here and we add. I have to draw 2 counters here and I have to draw 1 counter here. So here we go. I have 1 and 2 plus 1. When I add them together, I will have 1, 2, 3, and the answer here it will be 3 out of 5. So you see, I've added my fraction. Okay, let's look at example number 2. But before we look at example number 2, don't forget I have the lesson activity at the end of this lesson. Also, you can check in the description of this YouTube video, you will see the link that is taking you to Google Classroom, where you can attempt the activity I've inserted here and you answer it. In example number 2, I have 3 out of 7, or 3/7, plus 2 out of 7. So when we are adding, I've said we have the number on top is called the numerator, the one down is called a denominator. So when I'm adding, I will add the numerators together. That is, I first draw my line to separate the ones on top from the ones down, to separate the numerators from the denominators. Okay, so on top I have 3 plus 2, then down here I have 7 and 7. I have to maintain 1, 7. I'm going to draw my counters, 1, 2, 3. Then this way I have 1 and 2. So how many do I have in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer is 5 out of 7. Okay, you see, additional fraction is very easy. Let's look at example number 3. Example number 3, it does also not differ from the first one and the second one that we had. I have my fraction 4 out of 8, or 4/8 plus 3 out of 8. So what do? I will have to draw my line so that I can separate the numerators from denominators. Remember, we said the numerators are the ones on top, denominators are the ones down. Therefore, I'm going to add the numerators together. 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3. What do I put down here? I'm going to put 8. Okay, so when I put 8, I'm going to go on and I'm going to put my counters, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How many am I putting here? I'm going to put there 3. 1, 2, 3. How many do I have altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, the answer is 7 out of 8. 7/8. That's my answer. Yes, I've organized for you. The activity is there, and the activity it requires you to add. Okay, it's there. That's number 1. That's number 2. Okay, I have another one. Number 3 is there. Okay, number 3 is there. So you write those activity and put them in your book, or you can find the work on Google Classroom, and the code is there in the description code. I'd like to say thank you. See you next time. Check out on the playlist for the recent lessons you may have missed. Please don't forget to subscribe in order to get the next videos or lessons that are coming in all subjects, not only in math, not only in numbers, not only in numeracy, but also in literacy, English, RE, CRE, and others. So I'd like to say, may God bless you. See you next time. Don't forget to write the work, the activity. I've inserted the link there in the description. Tap in, it will take you to the Google Classroom, and you will answer the activity given. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.